What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Luminous coming to you guys with a Dota 1 Pro commentary. Today I'm casting some GEST action. This is from the June segment, and joining me today alongside it is none other than LD Dota. What's up, man?
Hey, buddy. Not too much. Very excited. I've not cast Dota 1 in a long time, and I see not one, but actually two heroes that, well, you just don't see very often. I haven't seen them at all in Dota 2. And even in Dota 1, not that common. Rubik, of course, on Mineski side, and well, this is the big one. It is the techie specialist for Pacific Bad Boy. Bad Burn.
Blackburn, Bad Burn. I don't know exactly what it stands for.
Is it Blackburn?
Either
way.
It's going to be specific to me.
He plays techies.
He plays techie. That's all we care about here. And now, of course, all the GEST, or at least the a good majority of the final matches, are casted on bballing773's channel. So if you're looking for more Dota 1 action, that is the place you want to check out. Whole bunch of GEST action. So really, you don't want to miss that out. But for now, Mineski on the Sentinel and Pacific on the Scourge. I was going to say something else, but I'm not going to mention what. So I think we're going to have a good...
You're good.
I'm good. We had a good glance of the heroes. So with that, let's unpause in 3, 2, 1, go. Shaker, Dragon Knight, Windrunner, Rubik, and a Puck on the Sentinel. And Vengeful Spirit, Queen of Pain, Morphling, Techies, and the Ancient Aberration on Scourge. What are some of the things that's going through your mind right now, seeing these heroes?
Well, I was going to ask where the techies is going to lane. I actually have seen part of this game. I will not spoil it, but he is going to be going solo mid, rushing the bottle. And to me, this is the most interesting thing about the techies play, and I think it's something to really keep an eye on. He rushes this bottle. He's already got a crow picked up, and he is going to look to be bottle crowing constantly. Techies, very, very mono-dependent. Already laying down some mines here. Whenever you play techies, you want to get to the lane right away, start dropping the mines. Ideally, you can have a nice little trap set up before the creeps even spawn, and then you can start to spam more to push the creep wave and to set up other traps. But the techies, of course, is the hero to keep your eyes on.
Reminds me of the good old pub days where you like put 8 mines down and you put like a GG branch or a tango or something, and people always try to pick it up. We're gonna see a big engagement in the jungle. Dragon Knight leading the way, and they see Queen of Pain. She's picked up. We guys have perfect chain stun. And Dragon Knight, what the hell were you doing here? He's gonna eat a magic missile as well as a Kofi. Kofi's on top of Shaker. They want Shaker. They're gonna get Shaker. A couple more hits. Looks like Waveform 40 KS. Techie in position, doing a little bit of nice body blocking. Wow, sick block here for Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight's gonna get picked off. Immediate calls of save as a double kill gets picked up by Pacific. I thought they were going to get the Queen of Pain. I'm not sure what Dragon Knight was doing, but pretty sure he was sleeping right there.
Oh, man. I actually might be a little bit behind you. I was trying to fix my audio because I had no volume there, so we didn't get to hear the delightful, soothing tones of Warcraft 3 Dota. But yeah, I'm at 156 on the replay timer.
I'm at 204, 205,
okay.
206.
Why don't you go ahead and wait like a few seconds. I'll keep on talking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You let me know when I'm
good. We're good. 11, 12, okay. 13. All right. So after that technical issue, Rubik seems like to be going up top lane. He is joined by a tri-lane of a Windrunner and a Shaker. I'm guessing Rubik's going to get the farm, although, is he saving for a quick bottle? Let's check out his gold. He's not. So seems like Windrunner is going for the support. A little bit more engagement as we do see the pick back here. Nice vision, does hit onto. Power shot's going to miss, though, and that's going to prevent them to get any type of kills. I really want to see on the top lane because that's probably where the kills are going to be happening. But this techie mid, man, my eyes is on him right now.
Yeah, we point out the trap here, and actually, I'm not sure if we can count. I think that's 3 mines that he has down right now.
Yep.
Now, one thing to keep in mind is that the mines do mixed damage. It is partially physical, and Dragon Knight has the Dragon's Blood, gives him a lot of armor. Huge pause there, but away we go. Of course, this is Dota 1. Dota 2 certainly has its fair share of technical issues, but Dota 2 more so. But yeah, because of that Dragon's Blood, it will reduce the damage of these mines quite a bit.
Yep, and of course his suicide is also going to be I believe a mixed, or is it maybe just physical? But again, reducible by armor, which for Dragon Knight, that means a pretty big deal. On the bot lane is the most boring lane there is. A Puck versus a Queen of Pain. I'm guessing Queen of Pain is going to have the advantage here, but you know, it's hard to say.
Oh yeah. I think Queen of Pain should definitely win this lane. Shadow Strike just so strong in harassment. Now, that being said,
you can dodge
I played on the Queen. Yeah, you can with the phase shift. And actually, it has a bit of a wind-up time on the cast, so it's not the hardest spell in the world to dodge. But if it ever hits, that's real bad news for her. Curious, how's the techie's last hitting? He really struggles at last hitting, aside from using the mines. He's 6-0. He's keeping pace with the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, I mean, there's very little last hitting going on. He's just dropping a mine every time he sees a creep wave, and it actually prevents Dragon Knight from walking into lane. The AoE of that mine is actually deceptively large. It deals more damage the closer you get to it, but it's still, it's a chunk.
Oh, does it really? Huh.
I think it does. I think it does. So, Dragon Knight's keeping his ground. Of course, he is going to be going for a bottle of himself, and will be using Fire Breath spam. Here comes Rubik, and the question is, will he walk into a couple of mines? Because I think all those mines so far are, unsighted. They don't know where the mines are coming at from.
No, he's just going to spot a regen rune, either killed it or picked it up. Either way, it is gone now.
Yep.
This is you only really see this. Both these teams are from the Philippines. They don't even care about the runes, man. They're just gonna keep on bottle crowing mid. They don't want to miss a single creep's worth of experience. You don't see this anywhere else. You really don't.
I mean, it's actually a very dangerous thing to leave the lane against the techies, because this landmine actually pushes tower very much so. So, I mean, this is more reason to actually not leave the lane. Again, on the top lane, a lot of harass going on here and there. Who do you think actually have the better killing power in this lane?
Oh, in the top lane, well, Morphleet, of course, going to be pretty much impossible to bring down. I mean, even for this tri lane, Windrunner only going to have 1 point Shackle Shot for quite a while. I don't know, it's pretty hard to call. They're very strong defensively on Mineski as well. Fissure and Windrun, I want to say a little bit more offensive firepower on Pacific, a little bit more defensive capability on Mineski, so call it a wash. Yeah. I know it's not the answer you're hoping for, but I would say it's a wash.
I'm actually leaning a little bit towards the Radiant side, or excuse me, the Sentinel side. I feel like they just have more AoE, right? They have not the no field, whatever that telekinesis, that's pseudo AoE. The Fissure definitely AoE, Power Shot AoE as well. So if you're going for a kind of a 3-for-3 engagement, I'm sure Scourge could at least pick up 1 kill, but if this engagement goes on a little bit longer, I think Sentinel has the advantage. And here we go, Fissure, Kofi, Magic Missile and Kofi. Nice pullback here, but will that be enough? Yeah, now South not going to be it. They want the Windrun already used, and she's going to be fine. Shaker a little bit lagging behind. Shaker actually turns back. Yeah, Magic Missile, Kofi. Well, we just got the answer there. It seems like they had a little bit more oomph in their push.
Yeah, it's a definitely strong single target burst there. I think we're a little bit desynced. I'm on the replay timer 6:18, 19, 20.
I am at 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. My Warcraft is a little bit slow. I don't know why, but hopefully it doesn't be.
I paused it for a second. So
all right, Dragon Knight's going to run up the hill, and the question is, he's going to run into all those mines. Bam! Actually, he has armor, so he doesn't care. And in fact, he's probably going to go for the kill right now. Maybe he's actually afraid of the suicide. We don't know what tech he's had right now. We haven't seen a stasis trap. I assume it's suicide. No, actually, if you look at his stats, he's got stats. Wow, what a build. We'd never see something like this. Dragon Knight with a range form and a haste rune. He's going to turn back after doing some harass. So maybe he doesn't know that he's just getting stats. Maybe he does know and he just doesn't dive. In any case, Techie's okay right now.
Well, I mean, if you think about the stats, it's like, if you get suicide, it might get you a first blood, but first blood's already passed, so there's no real reason to get it as far as that goes. And even if you suicide and get a kill, you're still dying, so you're not going to be particularly. It's an okay trade. It's not a great trade. And this looks to be a Techies that wants to get his farm on. I mean, he's just sitting lane, bottle crowing. He's got the wand up. He's got the boots up. And Techies does need items. I mean, his spells cost so much mana. You have to get a lot of regen, plus a little survivability as well, so you can actually contribute in a fight.
He's looking to contribute, and of course I think that starts by not dying, so suicide might not be the best way. I think suicide is a cool build to go if you're going for one of those support build. Waveform in to initiate on the top lane here, as he's actually behind the trees right now, and looks like we have telekinesis backward and of course a Fable for the kill. Meanwhile, it looks like Grand Magnus is going to be fine walking out of that stun range, and Morphling somewhat trapped. He does have to monitor waveform out. Do they actually know? Yeah, he is going to waveform right out, but that means he has no escape spell, no mana to do so as well. Shaker looking for the trap. He's going to get it. He's waiting for the cooldown. Yes, he does have it right now, and I think he's walking right into trees, and you know what that means. Where's the power? What? He's going for nice shackle shot across the ledge, and he wants the AAA very low. It looks like Rubik has went, or excuse me, the Grand Magnus has went down. That's Rubik, and meanwhile Wimna trying to run out. Fissure's gonna try to hit. Venture's here waiting for the cooldown. The Magic Missile does get it right now. A couple more right clicks gonna do the job. Yes, OWA go down, and this is one of the, I guess, the joy of seeing one of these Southern East Asian Mineski games or Pinot games. Everybody's sort of out of position, but it makes the game so much more exciting to watch.
Yeah, speaking of out of position, Morphling here, only on 100 mana. If he actually morphs, which he's going to, he's not going to wait for him, and he decided to Death Ward, I believe. He's finally fully out of mana. Should be going down momentarily. One more pullback from the Rubik. Couple of right clicks. They get the kill. Well, after like a billion kills and a billion TPs, it's now 5-3. And 5-4, actually. He got a double.
Dragonite got a solo kill mid.
Okay, he got a solo kill to Techies. So Techies, I mean, well, he went for stats. Still not enough. The burst damage of this Dragonite, too strong. And, you know, you talked about Techies pushing, but look at Dragonite going to work here.
Yeah.
Tower already taking a lot of damage. They force out a glyph.
Not too bad, not too bad. And of course, Techie's already starting to lay those mines. I haven't been really paying attention on how he is been laying those lines. If you're playing Techie's, the most important thing you have to do when you're laying those mines is don't let them see you where you actually drop it, because the element of surprise is a huge factor in Techie's play, and he's dropping those mines right now. So I think, yeah, they do see. Unless, wait, did he even drop a mine? I'm not sure exactly where he threw it at.
Well, here's the thing about Techies. I didn't see if he dropped a mine either. It's as good as he is at setting up those surprises. If he leaves this lane, they're going to know about it because they're not going to see him. And then you get suspicious. But as long as he sits here, they pretty much know the mines are going to be in this middle area. They could be a little bit towards the runes. Whoops, just completely lost control of my camera there. Like I said, haven't cast Dota 1 in a while.
Yeah,
but,
me neither.
I mean, yeah.
This is
the mines are going to be sort of restricted to a certain region, you know? So...
Yeah. Shaker on the top lane here is going to eat a Cold Feet and a Magic Missile. He's in true trouble. He ate actually a Tango. Let's see if that's going to keep him run. Waveform waves in, and that's not going to do too much. And Shaker trying to run out on the right side, not going to be able to do so. Meanwhile, Ancient Aberration trying to run out as well. He's going to get picked up, tossed backwards as well. Power Shot's going to hit. Look at the burst damage. Puck teleporting in to actually helping out those skills. I think he still has the Dream Core ready to go. Let's quickly check it out. He does. And he's looking to set up a little bit more Grand Magnus in position as well. What do you feel about the Grand Magnus as a support? Like in pubs as well in, I guess, semi-pro games, we always see him as a solo mid, but seems like he's doing a fairly decent job as a support here.
Well, we haven't really seen him as in pro games in Dota 2. As far as Dota 1 goes, I normally see him played as a support. So to me, this is the way the teams have been preferring to play him. That may change, of course, with the Europeans and you know, the Chinese and some of the other teams that we haven't had Dota 1 replays of for a long time getting their hands on him. The thing is, you really want to get his ult up. And of course, Grand Magnus is not picked just for the ult, but it is one of his very potent skills. Techies gets a kill mid. Nice roaming from the bench.
Yep.
Magic Missile as well as a remote mine going to be enough to clear it up.
3 remote mines. They were perfectly stacked on each other.
3.
Maybe it was a Dota 1 bug that we only see one of them, but it had 3 or 4 there, and he blew the Dragonite up. So to answer my previous question, yes, he is absolutely ninja about those mines, I guess.
The other thing about Rubik is, I mean, a lot of people, they pick him for the ult. He's very flashy. You know, like, that's where you see your big WoW Dota plays, is normally with the Rubik ultimate, stealing key spells and turning fights around. But he's really strong for his other abilities, Fable as well as the nuke. Looks like Windrunner's going to get picked off. Yeah, Cold Feet Magic Missile, she is dead. And that, no, not dead, actually, not dead, not dead. There you go, wait for it, now she's dead.
I think you're slight, 1 or 2 seconds ahead of me. My Warcraft is slow. I don't know why, but make sure you desync a little bit every once in a while. I'm at 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay, good. Yeah, I feel like Rubik, he is flashy once he picks up the ultimate, but does he really need the ultimate? I feel like he's so good with his Fable already that he doesn't even need it until the mid game, and I feel like he's one of those heroes that is very good. Without a lot of level. All you need is level 1 telekinesis and perhaps level 2 Fable, like level 3 hero, and you're just very, very effective. It looks like we might see a gank attempt on the mid lane. Magic Missile is going to hit, and looks like the ultimate. Jeez! How much damage is... Okay, Queen of Pain came in as well, but look at how quickly they burst down full HP Dragonite to nothing. It was insane.
That was a scream on top of the remote mine, and the remote mines are all magical damage, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so that's why you see it hitting Dragonite a lot harder than those landmines, which is his non-ultimate mine ability. He's also got Stasis Trap, and this is something we haven't discussed. It's such a strong team fight ability if you can get it off, but to me, that's sort of the question. I mean, do they have the setup for him to get it off? What do you think?
There's a Puck ultimate. I mean, there's some stuns, definitely. There's... Actually, no. They got nothing. They got a Magic Missile, and I don't think that's good enough. I think Stasis is actually a very weak spell. Now, with that said, you know the enemy team wants to walk at you. They're going to drop a Dream Coil, and basically going to walk in and try to punish you under the guys that have Dream Coil and start AoEing the hell out of you. But if you drop a Stasis Mine in the middle of things, well, You know, does the enemy team actually back off a little bit?
Wait a second. You just said, what is it, 5.5 seconds when it's maxed? Weak spell? It is very hard to proc, I'll give you that much.
No, yeah.
It's
actually one of the strongest stun ever, but the reliability is so low. It's like saying that, yeah, Shackle Shot is one of the best spell in the game if it hits. If it doesn't hit, then it's kind of a very mediocre stun.
Yeah, it's true. To be fair, Shackle Shot is a lot easier.
Yeah, it is a lot easier. It's a lot more spammable. It's range, right? And that's the thing. How many times have you actually walked past a stasis trap and it doesn't actually proc? That's the...
Wow.
Yep, I see on the bot lane. They're getting those kills. Meanwhile, Techies just like doesn't care. He's just putting so many mines. They want to pull him back. Do we have an Echo? Where's the Echo? There's a fissure.
That was an Echo.
Echo. Yeah, but look at the mines. Oh, it's not gonna be enough. Fable's gonna pick him off. Yeah, Echo was used on one. I think it's just a hero.
Yeah, it didn't even sound like an Echo because it only hit one. And of course, it makes more noise if you hit more. Oh, there's the mines going to work again. Although Veg actually gets the kill there, but yeah, these were all mines. It's also, I mean, well, one thing we did talk about is that Stasis Trap, very good anti-push spell as well, because, I mean, of course the mines and the remote mines very good at that too, but that huge stun on creeps can really slow down a push, especially if you're up against something like a Chen or an Enchantress, those big creeps that do a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, I'm very surprised that we don't see, as we see a Stasis Trap, just annoying the DK a little bit and Kofi comboing off of it. But I'm very surprised that the Sentinel keep going on the mid lane to gank that Techies. Not only are they not really successful at doing so, they also have fed him more gold in return. And why aren't they getting Sentry Wards? I mean, in public games, if you don't see Sentry Wards, that makes sense. But this is a pro game, I want to say.
Alright, you mentioned Sentry Wards. How do you feel about a gem? Because I think if you have the right heroes, early gem, that can really shut Techies down.
Yeah, definitely. Especially before he gets his Force Staff, so he can't force you into, you know, his minefield and anything like that. They do have a Sentry Ward down. I totally missed that one, but now they see the mines, but they're still walking right into it, so I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't think they had this up before. Actually, no, they did.
Yeah, it's been there for a long while, yeah. Questions of life is happening right now. AI Splash coming on the top lane here. It does hit on the Windrunner. Shackle Shot does hit on the Morph, though, so a little bit of trading informed back and forth. Morph is going for the Lincoln Sphere. Very survival kind of standard build here for Morph. And looks like we're going to have a 4-man gank up on the top lane.
Alright, what do you think this Techies is going for? He's got a Staff of Wizardry up, and this item can pretty much be built into anything. I think there's like 6 different items that use it in a recipe. So what do you think this is going to be?
Well, the standard item is Axe Scepter, and you know, normally I say, oh, if you want to go start with the Axe Scepter, you want to go get the point booster, right? I think this is one of the few heroes that you don't want to start with a point booster. He actually needs the mana of a Staff of Wizardry, as well as the mana regen that the extra intelligence provides you. I think still he's going for Axe Scepter, but if you want to go Force Staff, it's also very, very good. Again, pushes people into minefields, and looks like we have I mean, these kind of games is all about mobility, all about those kind of engagement. Having a Force Staff on your team this early on is not bad at all. He's still free farming basically on the mid lane. A teleport happening on the top lane here as we see spells being traded off left and right. They want Puck. Puck is co-feeded up, and nice fissure block, and that's going to give him the full retreat. Meanwhile, Swap here, huge blinking for Sonic Wave, does pick off the Earthshaker. Queen and playing, being everywhere at any time, I feel like. She's always there to pick up kills, and she's playing very, very well.
Yeah, well, she is playing great. I mean, roaming very effectively. The Puck has not, I don't think he's been seen as much success. 1 and 2, 70 CS of 15 minutes, and really not the best farm. They're not done yet, though. Waveform, man. Look at the mobility from really every single hero in this game. And even so, Windrunner, will she drop? No, the Dream Coil holding him in place. Not done just yet. Silence as well. Tower doing a lot of damage. Will it be enough? No, just blinks away from the orb. Oh my goodness, that was close, but Rubik comes in from the backside, finishes it off with the nuke. Not done just yet. Throwing the Morphling up there. He will pay. Fissure on 2. Will it matter? Will it be enough? I'm not sure. The Waveform out for the Morphling, who continues to pressure. And Techies, the forgotten man. Even Dragon Knight has left that middle lane, but Techies just will not leave. You mentioned the pushing power of the landmines. Well, he could go drop 1 or 2 more and bring that tower down. It does just that much damage. He's about as strong as, I want to say he's a little bit stronger than a Pugta. Not quite a Leshrac, but in that area in terms of how quickly he can burst down towers. It's a lot of damage.
He's definitely really good. If you give him unlimited mana, he will burst down a creep wave as well as a tower in no time. I mean, you talked about Leshrac, you talked about Pugna. What they actually don't compare to a Techie is his creep killing ability. It is going to be a Force Staff first, and of course it's a Void Zone right after, so it seems like it's going to be a Hex. So what I'm as you see a Force Staff forward, that's exactly how you play it, right? Gem or not, you force him forward, and boom, he's dead. And of course, he has a whole bunch of like Sentry Wards, and ooh, it looks like the Courier got picked off. by a double damage Dragonite. Looks like he wants it, but look at this Stasis Mine Trap. It's just everywhere, and you actually don't know what it is, so you're kind of scared. Meanwhile, the Courier is trying to sneak out from the right side. Man, this game is quite intense in an awkward way.
Well, I mean, as impressive as the techies been played, you really have to keep a look on these other lanes, because it's not just the techies pressuring mid. The Queen of Pain and the Morphling have been everywhere in this game. Those two heroes in particular, putting so much pressure on these other lanes, forcing the rotations out. Oh, the Courier very low, comes back in, finally decides to leave. Queen of Pain or stun this entire time. Dragonite very low. Sonic Wave could have finished that kill off. And Techies just will not leave this middle lane. He's not going to go into the tower lane. He's not going to try and die because, again, he is very squishy. But constant pressure, and this is truly Pinoy Dota at its peak, is the constant pressure from three semi-carries, aggressive heroes, whether it's a Techies, a Morphling, Queen of Pain, pressure every lane, spread the enemy team out, and then try to punish them with your mobility or burst damage. And, well, here we go. Some more mobility acquired. Smoke with the seat picked up. They use it. They're going to head towards mid, looking for a lone hero, but this might turn around in a way they don't like.
Yeah, and let's see who they're gonna find. They find of course, the Rubik. Rubik's such an easy kill. Kofi, yep, Ice Blast on top as well. And has waveform. That was pretty cute. Unfortunately, was not able to bring him out. I think the waveform even debuffed him. At least maybe that was a little bit of graphical glitch. But yeah, I want to go back to your point. It's because Queen of Pain and Morphling and his supporting squad is playing so well that Techies could do whatever he wants. If Techies is getting ganked every 2 seconds on the mid lane, he's going to have a little bit tougher of a time. Although he's been holding those ganks, handling those ganks very nicely. Finds himself a haste screen as well, been dropping mines all over the river. And suddenly, if you're playing on the Sentinel side, like, are you afraid of walking down the river? I know I am. Whenever I play against a techie who's been getting a lot of kills, you just suddenly feel like he's everywhere, even though he isn't. Like, it feels like you're playing against a Pudge sometimes.
It's like a Pudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Pudge. It's, you know, it's the hook out of nowhere. I mean, it's not only the hooks that Pudge hits, it's the threat of those hooks that we're seeing. In this case, the threat of the mines, the stasis traps, the remote mine, as well as the ganks from this Queen of Pain and the pressure from the Morphling. I also want to point out, these 3 towers going down, that is a huge deal up against the Techies, because it really opens up the map for him. Oh, Techies gets caught out. They finally killed the little bugger, and he is a little bugger. but yeah, with the towers going down, it really opens up the map for him to start placing more aggressive traps, mines, whatever you want. He's got the room to do it now because of those early towers being knocked down. Meanwhile, if you look at I was going to say the Dire, the Scourge side here, all their towers pretty healthy.
Yeah. Now, the mid tower was denied, but I mean, I think the mobility is what you're trying to get at, and that's very important. I don't think Go actually matters quite a bit, especially teams don't really care about farming at all or pushing. They really just want kills, and they just want experience. So the tower deny go is kind of whatever. Whereas if you drop the mid tower, that means those pushes, that means those ganks are going to be happening a lot easier, as you could bypass the river undetected and whatnot. Techies did give away landmines. I wonder if Rubik's putting his own landmine as well. And now they aren't exactly concentrated, so he's most likely not going to get too many kills off of them. But hey, they are.
Well, he doesn't have the.
Well, he
doesn't have the mana regen for this. Look, he just drops one mine. He's pretty much out of mana.
Yeah, Techies is outdoing
Arcane Boots from the Shaker.
He's doing it. Yeah, I think right now he's trying to use these as semi wards and kind of like deterrents to ganks. And if he gets a kill or 2 like this, it's actually pretty cute. Stealing landmine and just ponying the enemy team with it. Meanwhile, Perseverance gets picked up here by Goblin Techies. Any thoughts on this? Is it going to be Lincoln's?
Oh, well, top lane, I have thoughts on this. This is a dead puck, and down it goes. Look at the tower dies. This Vengeful Spirit, I mean, I talked about the semi-carries, but she's been everywhere as well. Constantly smoke, aggressive ganks all over the place. And if you're getting spread out, if you're getting pushed all 3 lanes, you might get picked off. Shackle to a creep. Morphly trying to morph, and you can morph through this. As ridiculous as that is, you can morph through this. Waveform out. Magic Missile onto the Draina. Is he really going to live? Oh, man, that is frustrating as hell.
Strafe Morph, such an annoying spell to play against. And looking there for a Shackle Shot. Venge, just what the hell is he doing? Swapping in. Eats a huge echo. Venge, well, he had some ideas. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off. And this is where Techie becomes really annoying. Once that first tower goes down and he's into your mid lane, you never really know where those mines are actually starting to be dropped at. It is a scary dot. And look at this.
You know, he's like a rat or some sort of other like pest that you just want to exterminate. But you know, like once he gets access to your cupboard, the next thing you know, he's into the fridge.
Exactly.
The cupboard's in the other room. I mean, you give him an inch, he's gonna take a mile. That's what
look at the mini map right now. Dark Green is littering all over the place. Right? This is why I can't wait till Techie comes out in Dota 2 because he's such a fun hero to play. On the bot lane here, Queen of Pain is onto more action. Nice dodge using the phase. She does have a LuminousInverse blocking in. It looks like he's going to want a little bit more. Again, a great phase using the Dream Coil even to make sure to get the kill. Queen of Pain is just 1v3, 4-step up for a Shackle Shot. Perfect here, but Ice Blast comes in right now on 3. Is that a triple? That seems like a triple. Oh, mech? No, that's not a mech, that's the buckler. Oh, where's Shatter? It's close, it's close. Oh, everybody survives. Just barely. Man, this Queen of Pain is playing
not sure what that power shot was about. But maybe expecting some sort of ridiculous base dive. I mean, Techie's just pressure. This guy will not leave the middle lane, and look at the array of stasis traps, remote mine, everything spread out too. So a lot of times if you see like lower tier pub tech, I say lower tier. I mean, are there really tiers of pub techies? I don't know, but you know, like your average pub techies, they'll have like 1 or 2 huge jackpots, you know, like 20 remote mine. Just hoping to like wipe an entire team when they push a tower, but to me this is the better way to play him. You've got like little traps here and there, like basically a net surrounding the techies. If you want to go in, you're probably gonna hit something.
Oh man, Techie just found himself with regen rune, which is, in my opinion, the best rune. Like you could actually cycle through all your spells and basically keep that regen going. Oh my goodness, Techie's almost getting owned by his own mines, and no, the regen's done. Never mind. I was like, is he regen? He's actually regenerating really quickly with Perseverance and a Soul Ring. He's doing a very good job keeping all these mine up. And again, he's doing a very important thing that not many Techies players do enough, which is staying alive. He's staying alive, getting a lot of EXP. He's level 14. Is he leading the game? He might as well be. Queen of Pain's 1 level higher, but this Techies is all over the place right now.
Yeah, with the double Lincoln Sphere up on the Queen of Pain, the Morphle, these items are very situational. I often see pros go for them, and I really question the build. But in this particular case, it's such a good pickup because it requires you to commit an extra hero to get these kills, because that Lincoln's will block things like the Fissure, Shackle Shot, and that really frees up the Techies. But Dragon Knight in a lot of trouble. Magic Missile, Cold Feet, he will go down, and now the Courier in jeopardy. Swap out, Bench gets the last hit. Actually, Quap would have had it, but that was a cute little play there. Still, the pressure continues. It's like a 4+1 almost, you know? It's just Techies and then the other 4 heroes pressuring all over the map.
Well, generally when you have a 4+1, you have a, you know, impossible to kill late game carrier, like, I don't know, a Gorgon or a Soul
This
Keeper.
guy is impossible to kill.
I know, right? If you try to come kill him, he's got a Force Staff. He's looking right now. He's like, who can I kill? He's trying to bait us. Well, there you go. There's 2 or 3 mines. and Jay's like, what the hell? And Ruben comes in right now, gets owned too. Oh my god, I think they gotta dedicate like 1 or 2 gems to come in, because look at this Tech, he's delivering Clarity Potions himself 25 minutes in the game.
Okay.
This is the way to play Techies.
I mean, you mentioned 1 or 2 gems. This is actually a big change in the game. And it's happened a while ago at this point, but it used to be you could buy as many gems as you wanted, and there's now a cooldown on them.
Yep.
That's a big stealth buff for Techies. If you buy the gem, you lose it. Well, there you go. You're not going to have reliable detection for a long time. And I mean, they need one, you're right. You try to gank this guy, 2 heroes die, and he continues to farm Bloodstone up, and well, there's the answer to all your mana problems. I mean, we see this on Storm Spirit a lot, and it's great on Techies too. He comes back to life a little bit more quickly, gets benefits from the mana regen, the HP, everything about this item works perfectly for that hero, and he got it in a reasonable time frame.
Yeah.
25 minutes, force that. This is ridiculous farm. This is ridiculously good farm for the Techies.
I mean, we see people getting Midas and getting this kind of level farm, but this is a Goblin Techie who's just killing people, and here we go, Sentry gets dropped to kind of, you know, detect all that stuff. Again, Force Staff is what you got to be very careful about. Also, you got to keep in mind that if you destroy those landmine, even with a Sentry Ward, they still explode and do damage. Landmine gets stolen again. Meanwhile, we have a backstab coming in from Invis Shaker, but will this Invis Shaker just walk into landmines? Oh man, Techie's just getting all these kills. Out of nowhere, Magic Missile is going to feed. We're going to see an ultimate to KS for this. Oh, just a little bit out of range, but AI Splash, nice Force Staff backwards. Oh man, this Techie's basically ungankable because surrounding him in a...
Yeah, here we go, another gank attempt. Dragon Knight gonna be stunned up. Oh, Shackle on 2. What a Shackle power shot, Force Staff forward. He might get the The A as well, 4-step away, not gonna be enough. Where's the Techies in the middle of the stream coil? I think Techies will die. It looks like he's in a bit of trouble, dropping everything, frantically dropping everything. Queen of Fatal bouncing through the back lines. Techies still alive somehow. This guy's so damn tanky, so survivable. Windrunner stunned for a year and a half. Queen of Pain with that Lincoln Sphere going to work. The question is, will it be enough? Dragonite goes back to melee form. One last sort of angry Shadow Strike. And they're gonna live, but the Techies doesn't die.
Windrunner's running into mines, but she knows, right? She has sensual seeing. And this...
Oh, you're right, she did.
Oh man, she was gonna get on there. Just awesome play in this game. Double stasis on the mid lane, casually stunning and creep wave for like an hour. It's all good. Look at it, just... Oh man, this game is what Dota's all about. How fun it is, how awesome it is to see something like this. And it pains me to see Techies not being released, and I think it won't be released. If I have to make a guess, it won't be released until after International too. So it's sad that we...
I don't know, man. If Ice Frog is watching this game, I mean, if he's seen this game, if he's heard about this game, God's cast as well for GST. Got a fair amount of publicity. I mean, this is a strong case for Techies as a competitive hero.
Yeah, but I
will say it's been very sloppy play by Mineski.
Yes, that's for sure. It's very sloppy play, and Techies been in the competitive scene for how long? And there's one game, right? There's one game where he goes off like this, or one tournament he goes off like this.
That's not true yet. This entire tournament, this one guy, played a bunch of games with Techies and just kept on dominating. We'll only show you one of these games. I think this was his best performance out of them, from what I've heard, but still, there were a lot of other. 4-step away, narrowly dodging the stasis trap. Gem on the Windrunner, and well, there you go. Gem down, immediately snagged or destroyed. Let me see.
It's picked up.
Did anyone pick it up?
Picked up by Ancient Aberration, and they're going to now de-ward those Sentry-Wars that they very expensively put down as they're running very low in goal. I mean, we saw how many times they try to kill this Techies, but Techies just answering back with the mines. And yeah, if you want to check out more Techies game, go check out B-Balling773's channel, because I'm sure throughout this GEST he's casted a couple of them. But yes, speaking of which,
he's done at least 2 or 3.
Oh, looks like we have an offensive swap. It was stolen. Wow, from the Vengeful Spirit.
Oh, nice suicide.
And the cool thing about suicide, and the reason you want to pick up at least a level of it, is that when you die, it's very Bloodstone-esque. You actually respawn very, very quickly. And since he does actually have the Bloodstone, that was an instant respawn. He's
already back?
Yeah, he's right back.
He's already back. Oh, the question for me is, what will we go for next? Will it be something like a Hex? Will it be more survivability, more mobility?
It's got to be the Axe, right?
I'm gonna throw this out there. Well, Axe is really strong. That'll probably be what I wouldn't be surprised to see that. But how do you feel about something like a Blink Dagger, just to give you an even more mobility?
I'm not sure. Like once you're stunned, you're basically dead. He's doing a very good job to not even get hit in the first place. Blink Dagger is actually very cool, but when you say Blink, it makes me feel like he wants to combo it off with Suicide, and I don't think that's what he's going to use it for. So
yeah, that's true.
Maybe Yule Scepter. I mean, gives you really good Mon regeneration, as well as a pseudo escape.
Also, I was actually going to say this back when the Staff of Wizardry was picked up. It also gives you a great setup ability for your stasis trap, as well as your mines.
There you go. I mean, at this point,
the world is his oyster. I guess that's the point. He can get whatever he wants.
At this point, his mines do so much damage that like 2 or 3 of them will actually kill an Earthshaker. And it looks like these guys are smoking, and everywhere they go, they have to drop Sentry Ward, just kind of a prevention measure. And that might not sound like a lot, but it really is for a support hero that's not doing anything. You're gonna try to set up a smoke ink on Morphling up top. Morphling has a Lincoln Sphere, so like he doesn't even care, so it's all good.
Yeah, huge waste there. And actually, Dragonite Smoke gets dispelled. That was weird. After the TP, in fact. So, not sure what was up with that. Maybe a bit of a bug, but either way, it doesn't matter. Gank was over. Well, the other downside of that gem, Lumi, is he's got a Lothar, so not going to be the best initiation. At least not if Ancient Apparition is in the fight. They could definitely punish aggression. And when you get this Lothars, I mean, it's good for mobility and escape, but a lot of it, when we see Jules and Mineski, I think, really popularized it. He loves to go for the early Lothars and then just use it to initiate. Lothars in Dragon Tail get a kill.
Yeah, they don't
do that.
They don't use it as an escape spell that a lot of pub snipers do. They actually use it to initiate, which I think that is the reason you get the Lothar. And look at the Roshan right now. Holy Jesus! Are you looking at the minimap?
I am looking at it.
There's so much stuff. I mean, maybe you just get this as a Roshan here. What do you do against this? If you know the enemy team's Roshaning, how do you actually approach this?
I think you spend 2,000 gold in Sentry Wards and then lose the team fight anyway. I mean, really, they can't contest this.
No, they can't.
just right-clicking down all of these will take them a long time, let alone avoiding dying.
Right,
while that's
because they
happening.
look at the station trap. It works on Roshan too. Jeez, that is like 6-7 seconds of stun against Rosh. Don't matter, it's all good. And I think they're gonna give it to them.
You said it wasn't good, but Techie's proven you wrong here.
Well, okay, all right, calm down. Stun good on Rosh. All right.
Yeah, here we go, though. They get the Aegis. That will go into the Queen of Pain. Or, sorry, the Morphling, as well as the Techies we've been playing. It doesn't really matter if he dies. I mean, first of all, he's probably going to suicide anyway.
Right.
And even if they kill him, he's got the Bloodstone. So I like the choice not to give it to him.
And look at that. Whole bunch of spell on the top lane. Ancient Apparition. Oh, no, he misses the stun. It's going to be Sonic Wave is missed as well, but the swap will find him. It's going to walk right into Techie landmines. And yes, they do physical damage. So BKB do not block that portion. He got blown up. Techie's got a boot to travel.
That was an epic swap. That was absolutely max rage. Is that a level 3 swap already? No, it's still only level 2.
Wow.
Definitely at max rage with that one. And a Wave of Terror to set it up, getting the vision on the high ground. Great play. Look at the tower. That was one landmine just instantly. Like a quarter of its health gone. I mean, if for no other reason than for the pushing power. I think he's a legit pick. I mean, yeah, they made mistakes this game, but...
I mean, right now, if we're watching this game, it's so easy to say, oh, man, it's a legit pick, but I felt like Sentinel has gave them way too much leeway. And once you have a Techie who's level 19, yeah, of course he's going to be legit. Ancient Apparition, Ice Blast, going to come in, not going to hit the Rubik that he wants. Meanwhile, it looks like Morphling has gotten back out. They're trying to really push this, but unfortunately, they are unable to do so. And this is actually good, because I don't want to see them push. I want to see how Techie holds this mid, kind of in a very dangerous position now. And see if he's going to still hold his ground here. Because you could get easily picked off. But right now, I feel like Sentinel is so damn afraid. They're not even walking out the base. They're like, oh, well, there's a Techies, but we can't kill them, so.
The one thing I really want to see is has that gem cooled down yet for the Radiant? Because until it does, I'm not sure what they can do. Are they going to buy one? I don't see one yet. Nothing on the courier. So I guess no gem for the moment. Even if they get a gem, I mean, there's so much burst damage, they're probably going to lose it. But you need the gem. Yeah. You can't fight without it.
Techies got picked up. He's got the Force. Perfect chainsaw. Are we going to see a nice shackle onto swap in here? And I think the team fight will start. Magic Missile got stolen. But Morphling is simply too big right now. And Techies, will he get actually brought down? Yeah, Dragon Knight with the BKB. But he's going to get picked off as well. The chase now continues against the winner. Queen of Pain right-clicking away. She's actually doing quite a bit of damage while Morphling going for the chase. Nice dodge, but I think the poison will actually pick him off eventually. Nice blink out, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The escape artist from Jay. Jay usually very good at feeding, but very good at surviving this time.
Oh, don't be flaming Jay.
Not flame.
Jay is a boss.
Jay is a boss. Like, he dives harder than anyone else, and a lot of times he gets kills, and sometimes he just runs into 4 as a lion and gets picked off. I mean, if you play that aggressive, sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. It's just,
Yeah, it's the high risk, high risk, high reward. That's what we're gonna call it. That's the very respectful way, not feeder.
Not a feeder.
Oh, Scream of Pain stolen here, but Queen of Pain with the Aghanim's Link. It's so beefy, and speaking of beefy, well, Morphling still has the Aegis. They didn't even bring that down. Gonna be pressuring the racks here. Can easily do a bunch of damage, if not kill it outright. Force staff in, but there's no landmine trap. Morphling's like, okay, you want to force staff in? Guess I'll kill you. And indeed, with the Queen of Pain, it will be enough for a kill. Dream Coil drop, but not really gonna have enough follow-up to do anything with that.
I think
we're gonna see racks go down.
Yeah, that's the first racks. I feel like Techies, I mean, have you seen in the last couple of fights, he actually did nothing. Like, he's one of those heroes, or very little. Well, very little for the farm he has, right? Very little for the farm he has. You expect a hero.
He demanded attention. He demand
attention. I give you that. But like right now, he's just force having his teammate out. But he actually doesn't do too much unless they walk right into these traps. Right? BKB gets popped. Nice. And Dragon Knight says, "I don't care, bro. How do you actually see this? Puck has a gem. All right, cool."
Well, they do stave off the rest of the push. Swap it. Thought that was a Lich ult for a second, but no, that is just the Dragon breath there. Ooh. Queen of Pain, blink away, Force staff in. She will go down.
Well, Venge killed her teammate. And looks like Venge perhaps in a little bit of trouble as well. Power Shot giving up sight right now. Shadow Shot not latching. Blink coming in. Where's the Waning Rift? There's going to be an orb or two. Waning Rift to actually clean it up. So that's when the Venge kills the teammate and also get herself killed. Something that you see in pubs all the time. Kind of very hilarious.
All right. Here's the other thing. I was thinking about it. Here's the other thing the Techies gives you. Sure, he might not offer the most in these team fights, especially with the BKB up on the Dragon Knight now. But what he does give you is constant pressure, even at this stage of the game.
Definitely.
Especially with the Boots of Travel pickup. It's very similar to an anti-mage with a Battle Fury. Of course, he's not going to hard carry or anything like that, but he can show up anywhere, start pressuring a lane. That's what we see here. Sure, you win a team fight. Okay, you might get my tier 1 mid, but I'm going to knock down your tier 2 top and continue the push. Or perhaps anyway. Here we go. Still bottle crowing. Is he really still bottle crowing?
He is. He has been bottle crowing throughout the entire game.
Oh my god.
During the mid-tower push, he dropped a bottle on the ground, and I'm just thinking to myself, really? That thing heals what?
It's a little excessive.
Excessive is the term, and I think, oh my goodness, that DK just got stasis trapped up and a whole bunch of mines on top. And I gotta say, his map awareness is also on top of it. One of the hardest things about playing techies is how many times you play techies and someone ran past your patch of mines and you forgot to blow it up because you're not paying attention. Well, he hasn't missed any of that. That's the insane part.
It's also communication from the team.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure Techies has seen some of these himself, but a lot of it is, you know, if you're the Morphling, you shout out, "Hey, use your mines now," and you know, that's what we saw there. Great communication, great teamwork. Ethereal Blade picked up. This is a pretty late Ethereal Blade, to be honest, especially as his third big item. But I think it works great. I mean, Dragon Knight with the BKB, but aside from that, it buffs up the Techies' mines. It, of course, gives you the burst damage. Radiant's still very squishy, so even for a late Ethereal Blade, I think it's, you know, hey, it probably could get anything and still win this game, but, you know, it's looking good right now, man. It's looking good.
Why Techie no Veil of Discord? I mean, imagine a Veil of Discord in a team fight and you just drop a couple of mines or one mine in the middle. It actually deals insane amount of damage, but
well, it would help out. We'll have to see. No, just more bottle crawling going on. I mean, obviously, you mentioned Veil of Discord, so I suppose let's talk about what other items he could get. The Yule Scepter is an option.
Axe Scepter, I'm still completely baffled why he hasn't picked it up. It's so good.
What exactly does it give you, for those who aren't familiar with it?
It gives you a very short cooldown. I think 8 seconds to be exact. The increase of range of your casting of the mine to be, like, it doubles it. It makes it really far. And it does insane amount of damage. It does actually enough damage to mow down entire creep wave by itself. Just one landmine. So it makes this pushing absolutely insane as well. So they give you quite a lot of benefits, as we see. Ooh, nice dodge, force that backwards, and blink gets stolen here by the Rubik. Of course, to give you HP and mana, which is not relevant for Goblin Techies. It definitely needs that.
It's just a constant siege here by Pacific and trying to go on the offensive, but it's so difficult to do so. I guess they have a Sentry Ward. Oh, that one might have been a range of the tower vision, actually. Up top, though, Techies continue to apply the pressure. Veg looking for the TP out. No, not going to get it, but what she will do is waste a lot of time charging towards the enemy fountain. Just try to stall here. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Queen of Pain gets stunned. In a bit of trouble, but she will blink away, and they just can't kill anyone at this point. Even if they kill someone, it's a very expensive kill while that's happening. You know, the pressure comes from another lane.
Yeah, one thing to point out is that Rubik did get the Nether swap, so perhaps going to be using it to initiate. Meanwhile, of course, Morphling keeping everybody back. Dragon Knight's form is almost running out. They want Morphling. Morphling just waveform out. Again, they're not even, I feel like they're just baiting. They're just waiting for Techies.
He's still got the Aegis.
He's still got the Aegis. He's going to be fine. In fact, he's got to be careful about his strength morph. I think he should stop it right now, right? But he's still baiting for his Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain comes in. No. Actually, she just stands in the middle against her. He's like, oh, you guys done? Okay, I'm going to go out now.
Okay, well, I also got to point out, Lummy, there's a stasis trap inside the Sentinel base now. This Techie is relentless. Give him an inch, he'll take, not a mile, he'll take like 1,000 miles. I mean, stasis traps inside the enemy base. We talked about how, like, the middle lane wasn't safe. Courier dying here. Stasis trap gonna put an end to this gank.
No, man, he's fine. He's fine. He's got a whole bunch of stasis trap. Pug is bypassing all of us. His teammate can't really come in. Techie still has a minefield.
He's gonna die. I'm calling it now. Oh no, dodge. Just want to dodge. Blinks away from the stasis trap. Are you kidding me? But while this is happening, middle lane still being pressured.
I think that right now the game has changed to kill the Techies. In fact, Pug is a little bit stuck right now. He's got his blink in a couple of seconds. Techie giving his side, but he's hex up. He's done. My goodness.
No gem. Gem gone. Another gem down. Yep. Not that it really mattered anyway at this point. Meanwhile, Morphling continuing to just pick off supports at will. Still has not lost that Aegis. I don't know how he didn't lose the Aegis in the last fight. That's just ridiculous. If you can't kill a Morphling who's that overextended, things are really not looking good. I mean, not to mention the Techies.
You can't even kill the Techies, let alone the Morphling.
Yeah. And this is really the power of Techies. If he gets the farm up, there will be just a Even if you have a gem, you have to dodge the station.
I'm still not convinced. Like, I feel like in an actual team fight, he doesn't provide you enough. I mean, if you give him that much farm, you expect him to carry you in a team fight, right?
No. I disagree because they're not picking him for his team fight. They're picking him for everything else he brings to the table, and then it sets up. I mean, we talked a lot about how the other semi carries are setting things up for the techies. He was also they were devoting a lot of attention to try and kill him in the middle lane.
Yeah,
and that did give some room back to the Morphling Queen of Pain. So I want to call it a symbiotic relationship, meaning they synergize well. But I think you do need the correct lineup around him. It is still a very situational pick, but. While he doesn't offer team fight, I don't think that's why they pick him.
Yeah, and again, it goes back to how Queen of Pain and Morphling and the Venge play so well. Like, they're ganking all over the map, stretching the map so much that it pulled everybody out of lane. Techie has a Divine Rapier purchase. First time ever in a pro game. Here we go. Techie's going to siege that tower up. Does he do more damage than his Morphling? I think he does. He's gonna...
Look at that one auto attack. Oh, buddy. See ya. Tacky's gonna clean up that kill. That Divine Rapier is like 4 times his base damage.
Seriously, man, that's insane.
One more swap, just a couple more fountain kills. Nope, not gonna get him. The world tree does die. It is not a throne, and unfortunately, don't get to see the final score because instantly.
I got it. It was
19
to 42. I think people have been complaining that I only uploaded one-sided game, or I don't upload one-sided game. Well, here's a one-sided game for you, but I think this one was an awesome one at that. And of course, if you guys want to check out more Techie/CEST action, go check out B-Ballin's channel. I'll put a link in the description. Of course, go check out LD's channel as he does a lot of commentary as well. And LD, any final words before we cut this one off?
I just can't wait until Techies gets ported to Dota 2. And of course, thanks for having me aboard, Lumi. It was a pleasure.
No problem. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, this is Luminous LD and DotaCommentators.com signing off. See you guys.